Investigates on CRTV.com, Michelle Malkin. Michelle, great to have you here.
Great to be here,
and
Lou.
Congratulations on the new show on CRTV.
Thanks, I'm very excited.
Let's turn to this sudden display. The false flag has been cut from the yardarm, and here we go. The skull and crossbones are flying, and the Kevin McCarthy and Speaker Ryan are going to be obstructionists again.
Yes, as they always are. These people have learned nothing in the same way that so many of the established Democrats and the establishment liberals in the media have learned nothing, and they will double down. I believe that this current GOP so-called leadership is going to pose even more headaches and will be a bigger threat to Donald Trump and his American sovereignty agenda than the outright liberals will be. And that's always been the case as long as I've covered politics over the last 25 years. It's these Republicans who pretend and pay lip service to American workers, the American economy, strong borders, again and again and again. They've been shown to be phonies and liars, and we're going to go through it all over again.
And it's starting early, and that may be a suggestion, Michelle, that perhaps they're so weak they feel like they need to build up a little momentum before Trump takes the White House. That's the positive outlook. The other is that they are so cocksure of themselves and brash because they have unlimited funding. They've been bought and paid for by the Chamber of Commerce, the Business Roundtable, and the hell with the American people.
That's right. And they've been entrenched for so long. They are not going to loosen their iron grip on the power that they have wielded over the American people on Capitol Hill. In particular, Paul Ryan is, and I am not going to mince words, I've said it before, I believe he's one of the biggest crap-weasels in the Republican Party. He is a threat. It's why I backed his primary opponent, Paul Nehlen. And now at least there are some Johnny-come-latelys who are awakening to the fact that he is not Donald Trump's friend.
Yeah, and Donald Trump has been, I have to say, I will not pretend objectivity on this at all. I think Donald Trump is going to be one of the great presidents that this country has ever had. But I think that Donald Trump has been as generous, as open as he possibly could be with a man that he knows was, first of all, not only didn't think that Donald Trump would win, but also did everything he could to make sure he didn't.
Yes, that's absolutely right. You look at Paul Ryan's record over the many decades that he has been groomed by the donor class, groomed by K Street, groomed by open border special interests. He was groomed to be in exactly this position to carry their water.
The Stepford Speaker.
Yes,
that's who he is.
Absolutely. And this is a man who is not going to give up on those principles that he's been trained on to do everything to obstruct a maverick who has finally stood up for American workers and American sovereignty.
In short order, the president-elect has saved 1,000 jobs with Carrier and United Technologies. The SoftBank deal that he announced today with Mossad aside, the Japanese bank, $50 billion pledged to be invested in the United States, direct investment. I mean, these are extraordinary moments, and this is a president-elect standing up, as he promised he would, for the working man and woman in this country and their families.
Yes.
The middle class that has been shrinking for 20 years, that has the same net worth as 20 years ago.
Yes.
And there has to be such a strong feeling of optimism right now in this country as a result.
There certainly is among those carrier workers who will have a job and peace of mind this holiday season. You know, I wrote about the carrier company in a history book on entrepreneurs that I wrote last year called Who Built That? It is an amazing company, a showcase of American innovation, engineers who dug into their own pockets and innovated in air conditioning and ventilation around the world, improved every aspect of our lives. Of course this company should keep their jobs in America. I do not consider it crony capitalism, Lou. I consider it a backlash to the crony socialism of government over the last 25 years.
And the allegiance that's been built up between corporate America in particular and the public policy of a government that has turned their backs on working men and women and simply turned their open palms to the treasuries of corporate America for financing at election time. I have a feeling all of that is going to change rather dramatically, and I think no one will be more surprised than the folks on K Street.
That's right. They've been completely upended.
Great to have you with us. Michelle Malkin, as always, and good luck. We appreciate it. Good to see you. Breaking news now, a shocking new